Dan Campbell taking the ball. Lions will receive the opening kickoff. Jake Camarda will kick it. Craig Reynolds back deep to receive. Scene's too good. We're just going to shut up. Lions take over at the 25. Here's their offense.
Jared Goff, Cal.
David Montgomery, Iowa State.
Jamison Williams, Bama.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, USC.
Josh Reynolds, John Jay High School.
Sam Laporta, Iowa.
Taylor Decker, V. Jonah Jackson, Media Elementary.
Frank Ragnow, Arkansas.
Graham Glasgow, Michigan.
Panay Sewell, Village of Malawi.
Good offense during the year. It's one of the reasons we wanted to take the ball and get started. Top 5 in points and yards this season. Defensively, last week, 8th postseason game for Jared Goff against the team took him #1 overall. His best playoff stats. He opened red hot. They had those 3 straight 75-yard touchdown drives to begin the game. To bring down the primary back, Baker Mayfield. What a journey it's been. 28 years old, playoff game #4. And Monday night against Philly, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Just like his only other playoff win, that was with Cleveland against Pittsburgh 3 years ago. Team 4, Cleveland, Carolina, the Rams last year, and he's found a home in Tampa. But he's a free agent after this year. They'd love to keep him. So the Tampa turnover turns into 3 for the Lions. And they're on top at home as we start this divisional playoff. And others. The Mayfield path feels like we've been watching him for a long, long time, right? Baker Mayfield going back to some terrific college days, walked on and won the Heisman Trophy with Oklahoma, and then to Cleveland where he was going to be the guy to save him, and he got him to that big playoff win in Pittsburgh, their first win since '94. But then done in Cleveland, sent to Carolina, shows up for the Rams, finally ends up in Tampa. Look at the numbers this year, all career highs. Sometimes it just fits. 1, Tampa 3, Detroit 3. You're watching the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. City of the sports teams going downtown home. Ford Field, Comerica Park, and Little Caesars Arena, the home of the Pistons and the Red Wings, all within 4 blocks here in the core downtown. 6, City packs a punch. Hyundai, it's your journey. By T-Mobile, it's better over here. By Navy Federal Credit Union, our members are the mission. And by Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. You go through the years with a couple of guys who've gotten to know each other, Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, in part because they were in that club, #1 overall picks, and they did something rare. Only 3 others have done it, winning playoff games for different teams when you're a #1 overall pick with their victories on Wild Card Weekend. John Harbaugh and the Ravens, that's at 3 Eastern on CBS, and then the Niners against the winner of this one, 6:30 Eastern time on Fox. All the games presented by Intuit TurboTax. We had our congrats to John Lynch, Mike Shanahan, and the San Francisco 49ers.
Defense is capitalizing on 3rd down. Tampa can't get off the field.
Plus Mahomes on the road in Buffalo. Toyota halftime coming up. Mike?
All right, Devin, entire team with us here.
Bucks a little lucky on that one, weren't they?
Sure was.
Looked like they jumped off sides. Go ahead.
There for a second. There's the commissioner, the National Football League, Roger Goodell, here in Detroit for this one. Speaking to a fan who was one of the winners of the great fan reach out that the National Football League has done over the years, getting folks Super Bowl tickets. So
why not?
That happy gentleman will be there for Super Bowl Sunday in Las Vegas. This Bucs offense that didn't look like they had any tempo, any rhythm. Got a little bit of that last drive. Then Mayfield hits 4 passes in a row, has the run, and the touchdown to Otten ties this game.
Well, sometimes, especially when you're on the road and you're with a young team and they haven't been in this situation and it's crazy in this building, all of a sudden just something goes right. And offensively, it really had not. Defensively, they were dropping interceptions. They had penalties. And so now you have the momentum on your side. You're going in thrilled at halftime. You're getting the ball to start the second half. I mean, it's an amazing flip, at least mentally right now for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, because you were talking with about $1:45 on the clock. They were getting the ball at the 40. If the Lions could go down the field and score, this might be a very tough thing for Tampa to come back from.
Well, and let's remember what happened. That sack by Kalijah Cansey really is the turning point of this game right now.
15 seconds. Lions have 2 timeouts. Their center, Frank Ragnow, coming back onto the field for this drive.
Well, and significant. So just so everybody understands, Jonah Jackson is a Pro Bowler. Frank Ragnow and Penei Sewell, the center and the right tackle, are considered the best at their position. So if Ragnow was out, not only the signal caller, but also one of the best players in the league.
So the Bucs will get the ball to start the second half. 30 minutes decide nothing. 30 minutes to see who's heading out to the Bay Area to see the 49ers in the NFC Championship game next Sunday late afternoon. Kaylee Hartung with the Bucs coach.
Well, Coach, offense had a difficult time finding its rhythm, it seemed, until that last drive. What was the difference there?
Well, we made some plays. We didn't shoot ourselves in the foot. Obviously, we got the ball down the field to Mike. He made a great play, and we cashed in, and we get the ball started the second half. We kept our composure. That's good going into the locker room, and we'll come out swinging.
You'll get the ball and have 30 minutes left to play for a shot at the NFC Championship. What will you tell your team in the locker room?
That's what we came here for. Keep our composure, take the crowd out of the ball game, and do the little things right.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
60-year-old Todd Bowles, back-to-back division titles, trying to get his team to the NFC title game. Toyota halftime begins now with Ahmed Fareed here at Ford Field. Ahmed.
All right, thank you, Mike. Coming up, all the first half analysis. Lions took their chances early, but the Bucs got more.
Last 2 standing in the NFC.
Just go time.
This bombs away out here tonight.
Deflected end, intercepted. C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Goff, end zone, touchdown.
Hey.
Let's win or go home.
Does your coverage need a replay? See if you could save with Progressive.
Each team a field goal in the first, each team a touchdown in the second. 10-10 as we go to the second half. Look at the stats. Bucs outgaining the Lions by nearly 100 yards. Second fewest yards for the Lions in a half to start a game this year. Jared Goff, numbers significantly down from the wild card victory over his old team, the Rams. And on the other side, Mike Evans heating up with 29 and 27-yard catches on the last couple of drives. 7 targets, 4 grabs, 97 yards. Our stories will welcome you back to the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. And just a moment ago, Melissa spoke with Dan Campbell.
Dan, the Bucs got the momentum at the end of the first half. They get the ball here. What adjustments will you make defensively?
Well, look, this is playoff football. I mean, this is what it is. This is as good as it gets. We knew they weren't going to come in here and lay down. They were going to give their best shot. Mayfield's he's in a rhythm now, and we knew that could happen. So now we're on the field defensively. They got the best of us there. We got to go out and get a 3 and out, or we need a takeaway here, and we'll get the momentum right back.
2 quarters to decide if you're going to the NFC Championship game. What did you tell the guys?
I said, just handle your business, man. It's what I just told you. It's playoff football. I mean, we shouldn't be shocked that we're sitting where we're at. It's a tie game. We got a half. Just go do your job. Let's go have fun.
Thanks, Dan.
Okay.
There's just a straightforwardness about both Dan Campbell and Todd Bowles that's refreshing. It's fun. And there's a common theme, Bill Parcells.
Yeah.
Both of them were around Bill Parcells in Dallas. One as a coach, Bowles, one as a player, Campbell, and you just get the straightforwardness.
Yeah, Bill rarely told you what he really thought.
Not at all. Bill's sitting there probably watching his game, enjoying it. It's his kind of game. 10-10. Fox kicks it. Devin Tompkins lets it go. It's a touchback.
All right, let's take a look at our next gen set powered by AWS, and here it goes. I mean, the matchup really came down early on. You go, oh man, look at that. Cameron Sutton, he's getting the job done. And then it just started to go a little bit more as they pushed the football down the field. And then that missed jam that time by Cameron Sutton set up the first of those 2 big plays. And then finally, for Evans, a one-on-one opportunity down to the one, eventually scored. And they completely turned this football game here to start the second half.
Let's go. Aiden Hutchinson. Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL. Let's go places. By NyQuil. And by Applebee's. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood. All smiles, George Kittle, Fred Warner after the 49ers beat the Packers 24-21. Earlier, the Baltimore victory, setting those two #1 seeds onto the conference championship. And the other two slots decided here today. Terry McCauley, I'm going to bring you in here so we can clean up what happened on the end of that punt where there is now no penalty.
Yeah.
And moments of this 2023 season, NFL Honors, Thursday, February 8th, 9 Eastern on CBS and NFL Network. One of the awards, the Walter Payton Man of the Year, and that is the Lions nominee, Frank Ragnow. His work on and off the field, extraordinary. You saw it in display there with that touchdown. Touchback, Bucks get it at 25, Chris.
Don't know if he's Man of the Year, but he's Man of the Minute right now. Earlier in this game, you're going to see Frank Ragnow get rolled up on by his quarterback, and then with everything on the line, on 4th and 1, against Vita Vea, Ragnow is getting ripped and shredded, and he stays and he keeps fighting, and then they roll into his leg again, but he will not be leaving. He was telling us he's been through so much losing here. There is no way he's not playing in the biggest moments, and what a play that was.
In fact, Chris, forget the game. Let's just talk about the season for a minute. These guys were done. They're 4-7 entering December. They win a game or two here, right? But then we watched the Carolina game, Week 18. We're watching everybody. Where we're going to go. That was a bad game. They barely beat them 9-0 to sneak into the playoffs.
But I also watched the Green Bay game, and that was a hot team, and Baker went up and down the field against those guys with a perfect quarterback rating. So the high variance is what you get with the Tampa Bay Bucks. You get the blitzes, you get Baker Mayfield, you get a crazy show, you get escapes like you saw in the last one. It's what makes them fun to watch.
San Francisco. You're watching the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. It's a start. Kaylee Hartung, our producer Rob Hyland, Director Hall of Famer Drew Esikoff. So glad to be enjoying this divisional with you, and to the fans of Detroit and Tampa, two franchises that have seen the bottom. Both had winless seasons. To down a great kick of 58 yards by Kamara. Baltimore and San Francisco already on. Things on ice in Orchard Park, but not a very snowy night there. Chiefs and Bills, what a scene that'll be. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and the CBS team will have that coming up less than an hour or so. The winners move on at Baltimore next Sunday on CBS, and the winner here off to Santa Clara to see the Niners next Sunday, 6:30 Eastern on Fox. Well, one of the people who is so responsible for all this is where it all began. Sheila Hamp took over the team in June of 2020. She and husband Steve watching on, and I don't even think they could have imagined that in 3 years it would look like this in here.
Sheila Hamp has done a job. She has done a job. She has restructured this organization, and the communication between the football side and the business side has been so greatly enhanced. And now look at what is happening in this stadium.
Heard. For the second time, the Lions are one win from making the Super Bowl. And Benjamin Cap, worth coming back. He was here the last time they won the title in '57, and he was here to watch him play for a conference championship in 2024.
Mike, you will never be able to say enough about what Dan Campbell has done to the Detroit Lions. You will not be able to say enough. And I think that Sheila Hamp deserves about that same level of praise. They have figured out a way to make it work in Detroit, Michigan.
And right there with Goff, the new favorite of the fans. We saw Aiden Hutchinson as well. The guy who grew up in Plymouth, Michigan. He sat in those stands